Hello, everybody, and welcome to One More Day. Now, I know we missed an episode going out last week, but that is because this past week was the week from hell. Just awful all around. And I think we should start with a timeline. Also, Addie doesn't feel very good. So we'll start with the timeline. Okay, so Sunday, we got back from a little family get-together. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. We came back. I was a little sunburned. Addie and Toby weren't feeling the greatest. But
a little sunburnt?
I was really sunburned. But, it's like, whatever. Monday, went through work. Arms really hurt because they were sunburned, but it was whatever. Work is work.
And me and Toby were had really bad colds. They were just they were so bad. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. They were really bad. We were miserable.
I feel like he wasn't that bad.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were his worst days.
That makes sense why I didn't notice. So moving on to Monday night. So, Monday we actually went out on the town. We just went and got some groceries and stuff. And I got myself a Lego set. Because now
we got 2 Lego sets. We both did one.
We did, because one of them, the box was super squished and beat up.
Yeah,
so we're
it was originally
a little discount.
It was originally $50, so we were okay, all of the ones they had back there, all the boxes were destroyed. So I was all of your boxes back there were destroyed. Is there any way we can get a discount on this? And he's like,
we were thinking a $5 discount.
Yeah, he's like, how much was it? And I was like, it's originally $49.99. He's like, okay, what if we do $29.99? And I was like, okay.
It's perfect.
All right. $20 off? I will take it.
So, yeah, we got that. We got home. Addie put Toby to bed. It's about 9 o'clock. Building the Legos. All of a sudden, my arms just get really, really itchy. Really fast. Out of nowhere. And then the itch becomes painful. And it gets to the point where, it's causing my whole body to, convulse and shake. And the discomfort and the pain mixed together caused me to yell out profanities.
Okay, so his brain might be a little kerfuffled at what exactly happened.
Don't remember much.
But so he was just sitting there, and then all of a sudden, he started getting really uncomfortable. And I could tell, and I was like, "What the heck?" And he's like, "It just itches so bad." And I mean, I know the sunburns itch when they start to heal, so I was like,
that's just
what's happening. But then, he started to throw a fit. He started throwing things, and he, ran into the kitchen and, screamed. And then, I think you ran into the shower next and just, ran cold water on it. And that did help a little bit. And at that point, I was like, okay, I need to look up what can help stop a sunburn itch. Because obviously it's bothering him. So I'm like, okay,
just a little bothered.
We have hydrocortisone. We've got some ibuprofen he can take. And I tell him that, and then he stays in the shower for a little bit. And I'm sitting there doing a little bit more research. And I discover that he doesn't have just normal sunburn itch. He has what is called 3 different names: Hell's Itch, Suicide Itch, or Devil's Itch. Those are the common names for it.
It's so rare that they don't even really have any research on it.
There's hardly any research because it's a phenomenon that's not...
It's caused by a combination of your nerves obviously being burnt and kind of trying to repair themselves, as well as the chemicals being released on the skin.
Yeah, it's like you're almost allergic to the chemicals that your body's releasing to heal your sunburn. And obviously Connor's had sunburns before, but they have never been this bad. So I think the amount of those chemicals that his body had to release caused a reaction.
So at this point, It said, "Oh yeah, like Benadryl, anything that will help with itchiness." And so I just probably not the nicest way asked Daddy to go if she could go get some Benadryl.
No, it was really fine.
I couldn't think. I genuinely could not think straight.
I didn't feel the best. I was really stressed about Toby waking up when I was gone, because there was no way Connor was going to be able to handle putting Toby back to bed when he was in the state he was in. So I ran to the store. I called my mom. My mom is in the ER, or is in the IC. No, she's admitted to the hospital. I don't know exactly where. And so she's in the hospital. This whole weekend we were on vacation. She's in the hospital, and I felt awful. But I'm like, Mom, I need your help. This is something that I don't know a whole lot about. I doubt you know a whole lot about it, but I need you to research while I look around Fred Meyer. So my mom is sitting here doing this research, and she's like, okay, there's these very specific brand items, and some of them were Kroger, and I'm like, oh, hallelujah, I am at Fred Meyer. Perfect place to get Kroger. So
Fred Meyer is essentially Idaho's Smith's.
Yeah. So it's a
Kroger. It's a Kroger brand.
Yeah,
it's a Kroger store.
It's Kroger. So it was like specifically Kroger brand allergy relief. So not Benadryl, it was Allegra, but Kroger brand.
I gotta say, when I first saw you got me that, my first thought was like, she's skimping on the good stuff. Whatever.
No,
But during that phase, I could not stop myself from saying anything that came to my head.
I thought when you went out and looked in the bag, I thought you said, "What the heck is all this shit?" And I was like, I promise it works. I promise I did so much research.
I might have. I don't know. I genuinely everything just came out, and like I almost can't even describe it. I can't even describe the pain and the discomfort that was coming through. And like reading some of like other people's experiences, they came up with some good adages for it. One of them being fire ants crawling under your skin and chewing through your body under your skin, or wanting to tear your skin off with a rusty blade, or feeling like your skin is being torn off with a rusty blade. All of these were accurate. But
okay, so to continue on, what was in the bag though?
Well, I gotta give my side of the story. Well, Addie was gone. I was in the shower, and Toby wakes up. I'm like, great, awesome. So I go in there, I try to calm him down. I'm like almost in like a manic state. It doesn't feel good, obviously, but my body doesn't know how to handle it. So I feel like I almost turned into the Joker. Like I was just laughing and smiling and hopping around, and I was like, oh, it's fine. Just go to sleep. It's fine. You're fine. Who's a good boy? You're a good boy. And I think I scared him. And I felt awful. I probably scared him. And so then I just tried laying with him, and then it was just became too much. I had to sit him up, and then I did like a little dance where like my whole body was shaking, and then like I couldn't
home and he was like dancing on each foot, and he had like cloths on his arms, and he was
that's because
hyperventilating.
I tried putting apple cider vinegar, because I heard that's supposed to help with sunburns, on cloths on my arms. That didn't help. So now I just smelled like vinegar, and I had 2 wet cloths on my arms, and like my body wouldn't let me scream out in pain. It would just let me laugh. So I'm just in there dancing, staring at him, going, and just laughing at him, and I felt so bad. Because I probably scarred him for life. But I couldn't, nothing was going through I did not have cognitive sentences planned. Like when you're talking, you kind of know what you're going to say next. No, this was... Everything was off.
I want to continue on what was in this bag when I brought it home, though, and the things I told him to do, because they sounded insane, and I know that he was upset with the answers I had come.
I was not upset. I was like, I will do anything.
I know that you opened that bag and you said, "What the heck is this shit?" I know it. I know you said that. I heard it, and I was like, just to try it. Okay, so
I think that was when I saw that. You didn't get me Benadryl.
Okay, but this other thing. So I got him also NyQuil. I figured
it wasn't NyQuil. It was straight up just like liquid melatonin.
Yeah,
and
no,
I
yeah.
drained, like,
It
half
wasn't
the
for
bottle.
cold medicine. It was literally
Sleeping.
just to knock him out. And I figured it wasn't a half a bottle. But he probably downed at least a quarter of it. And I thought he probably would. At one point in the night, I think I got up and checked on you.
Wait, I need to actually go back. So you know how this was named suicide itch? Before Toby woke up, I had a knife to my leg. I was going to stab myself in the leg to try to convert the pain my body was feeling elsewhere, at least for a little bit. But then he woke up and it kind of snapped me back to reality. So
Connor.
I would never wish this on another human being. Ever.
Okay, but the third item I brought home to him, and I know it probably
Which
has
I think I used more than anything else.
Oh, yeah. Okay, this I think was a saving grace, but I think it also was a little bit like, what the heck is this? Like,
No, at that point I was like,
it was
whatever.
straight up diaper cream. It was
like fancy
a
diaper
very
cream, though, gotta say.
high-end diaper cream. And I think you said you were upset for a little bit because once you put it on, it didn't help. But my mom said to me, it takes up to 15 minutes to kick in. Like, so many people have said that this A&D diaper cream works wonders, but it's a delayed reaction. But the fourth thing that my mom had found out for me is that it was hot showers that he needed to be taking and not cold showers.
The hot
because
showers, dude.
The hot, she explained it as it kind of like fries the nerves for a little bit, along with promoting the healing. So it like continued the healing
only, like, relief
instead
I had.
of like stopping it from
I
the
took
cold
3
water.
or 4 showers.
Yeah,
that night.
his towel was like soaked, dripping wet.
I
from
just
drying off.
wore a pair of boxers for like 2 or 3 days.
And then
Also, yeah, and that put me out of work for Tuesday and Wednesday.
yeah.
Because it lasts
So,
48 hours.
I got home.
And we're only like 3 hours in at this point.
I got home, and the only words I could get out was trying to explain to him to take a hot shower. And then he ran into the shower, and I went in to comfort Toby. And so, while Connor was having his whole ordeal, which I couldn't help with because Toby was having an ordeal,
I wonder why. It's almost like some grown
I
man came
got
and yelled
him.
at him.
So I
for
got
20
him to settle
minutes.
down and go back to sleep for a little bit. But then he woke up, and as luck would have it, he had double ear infections. And I don't know.
Oh, and also, I just
they
want to put this in
haven't
the
seemed to-
retrospect. We are still in Monday at this point.
Yeah, this is still Monday night.
And well,
He
wakes
woke up grabbing his ears, so I had to run and get him Tylenol. Connor's in on the couch, like hunched over,
not
rocking
hunching
back and
over
forth.
the couch. I have my face in the towel because I'm trying not to wake Toby, and I thought I woke Toby, and I was like, great. Actually,
No.
I said some other words. There was a lot of swearing that night, just at the top of my lungs, and I couldn't stop it. I literally could not control it.
No, it was not you. It was he woke up in pain. It had nothing to do with.
Well, I had laid down for a little bit
'Cause-
because the cream finally started working. I was almost asleep, and then it just out of nowhere burst right back up. So I literally screamed until I did not have a voice anymore.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it wouldn't let me cry. My body wouldn't let me cry, so I was scream laughing.
But either way, I got Toby Tylenol. He fell asleep. I don't know what time Connor fell asleep. I woke up and a quarter of the NyQuil was gone, and he
I fell asleep out of
slept.
exhaustion. I slept till noon the next day.
Oh, you didn't just sleep till noon. You slept until noon. You woke up for maybe an hour and a half, and then you slept again until 5, and then you woke up for dinner, putting Toby to bed, and then you passed out again until the next morning.
Yep.
He was awake
That was
maybe
Tues-
4 hours.
So that was Tuesday. I don't know what else happened.
Tuesday.
Toby was really sweet though. He kept bringing me
it
all my
was so
medicines. He knew that the cream needed to go on my arm, and he wanted to help, and he wanted to get him. He's the sweetest little guy.
But Tuesday, I'm here recovering from a cold. Also, pregnancy nausea that I've been dealing with this whole weekend and Monday. But I have been dealing with it pretty good. I'm 11 weeks at that point. Toby still had double ear infection, so I'm trying to keep medicine in him. He's taking early naps. He's tired. Luckily, I don't feel good either, so I'm like, I will take the cuddles and we can just sit here and watch movies all day. I'm fine with that. But along with just wanting all of us to just lay on the couch all day, there was from us opening Legos last night and all of the medicine and stuff I brought home from Connor, we were literally laying in our garbage. It was still just all over the couch and floor.
I just remember that I smelled like butt sweat, armpit sweat, and diaper cream for 3 days.
Yeah. So Tuesday, Connor slept most of the day. It was okay. Me and Toby just had a cold. It was okay. Come Wednesday, though, Connor's feeling
I felt better. I was very itchy still, but it was manageable, but not to the point where I could go back to work because I have a very stationary job. So if I'm talking on the phone with someone, I can't just get up and start running in circles.
Yeah, so he took an extra day just to make sure he
because it was
didn't have a
48
breakdown.
hours was how long it would last. And I was like, okay, I'm not risking this.
Toby still was a little bit irritable. He had his ear infections. But I took a turn. I took a turn. My nausea got, like, my first pregnancy, I was in the ER the first time at 7 weeks. I was 11 weeks at this time with this pregnancy. And it was the first time I had felt that sick. Like, sick enough to be like, oh no, this is eventually going to end up in an IV fluid. Like, I don't know how soon, but there's no, I can't recover from it at that point. Like, I was too far dehydrated and starved that I couldn't recover myself because I would just throw everything up. And I actually think that was Wednesday afternoon I started, like, I don't know, I threw up a couple times that day.
I really don't remember.
But, so,
Thursday or Wednesday, I got nothing.
Thursday comes, and so Connor's back to work Thursday and Friday, and I am the most miserable.
I felt so bad
Like,
for him.
once, I have said multiple times, I would rather the worst cold over the pregnancy nausea I was experiencing. And guess what? I had to deal with both of them. It wasn't just one or the other. I was dealing with both of them.
Because you said that, and your body was like, "Oh yeah,
yeah."
Take this.
I was still recovering a little bit from the cold, and I still have a little bit of, like, just phlegm and kind of stuffy nose, but like, I was recovering from both, and I was throwing up multiple times a day, and
So I want to put it out there, like, stop talking about it.
Sorry, I have really bad gag reflex.
We got the cold at the family get-together. I still would have gone, regardless. And I'm glad that our family came. So I just want that to be said. We're not trying to blame this all on them.
Oh,
we knew the risks.
Yeah, we knew the risks, and honestly, I
do it again?
didn't really care. What sucks is that all of us had allergies too before we went, because Toby had allergies, and then he got the cold, and now he's still suffering from allergies. Yeah. Like, so it never went away from him for him, and I feel awful because our bedroom is so dry that he just coughs all night. Because
it's not the only reason our bedroom's dry. Oh.
Speak of the devil, he's coughing.
You can go take care of him. We'll talk about Thursday and Friday. You were pretty much just sick.
I don't want to keep going.
Well, you can come back and tell your side.
I don't know how long it's going to take me to get back. Let me go get the monitor and see if he's actually awake or just...
Anyways, Thursday. So I had also been off of my antidepressants, anti-anxiety, and ADHD meds for 3 days. The combination was not good. Work sucked. I had to talk to a lot of really, like, D-bag people. But, like, you gotta do what you gotta do. So Thursday was not great. I wasn't in a great mood. I was on edge. Toby didn't feel good. Addie didn't feel good. It just wasn't great. And I wasn't looking forward to having another day. But I was looking forward to, okay, I just have one more day this week. I don't know what that is. It's just rain dripping down onto the drain pipe. That's great. Yeah, it was not a fun time. But luckily, come Friday, I'm feel a lot better on my medication. The work day still had some not great people I had to talk to, but it was like, okay, whatever. It's over. Hopefully I don't have to talk to them again. Okay, just whatever. It's done. I actually get the gusto to do the laundry, do the dishes, clean the living room, clean the kitchen. And then I took Toby out to just get out of the house because he'd been stuck inside all week, and he is a very outgoing person. He doesn't love staying inside. He'd rather go outside, go do things, go, even if it's just going and walking around the store, not even buying anything, which I'm really bad at because usually I do buy something. I should never just go walk around a store. It doesn't work. But we went out. I took him to this like play area. We went to the store. I got something. What did we get? What in the world did we get? Was that Friday? Anyways, we went to the store and we came home. Addie still wasn't feeling good. I got Toby dinner. I wasn't able to get Addie to eat anything. And then I still had to record stuff for YouTube. So my office is like 80 plus degrees. And I'm recording a horror game for 2 hours, just like dripping sweat, feeling like death. But I'm not in pain anymore. Ish. My arm's still kind of burned, like that residual, like, sunburn burn. I almost said fire burn. It kind of felt like it was a fire. So I've got blisters all up my arms. Still smell like baby diaper cream. It was great. It was great. But luckily, Saturday was a lot better. Addie actually woke me up saying that she needed to go to the Instacare to get fluids, which I was happy to do because I know it makes her feel better. I try to get her to drink water and Gatorade and stuff, but I know it's really hard for her to keep those down and to actually ingest them. So we go, I drop her off, take Toby to McDonald's, just because I felt bad that we were going to go to this like little carnival they had set up in our mall's parking lot, and we found out that he can't ride any of the rides or do anything there. So we went to McDonald's, went to the play place, and when I ordered, I accidentally ordered like a giant iced coffee, and I was like, ooh. So I ended up giving it to this person next to us, and I got Toby these 2 slushies and a breakfast sandwich, and he snarfed those down. And if you are a fan of the show, or if you've listened to a lot of episodes, you know that his eating habits are not great. We have a very hard time getting him to eat, much less eat a full meal. So the fact that he just destroyed that sausage McMuffin, I think that's the one that has the English muffin, right? I don't know. I don't get their breakfast sandwiches. I don't like them. I get their burritos because they're popping. Anyways, he destroyed that, and he made a cute little friend at the play place. But for some reason, every time that we take Toby either to a play place, like a kids museum or a park, 5-10 minutes in, he poops. And it's never like a small poop, it's like explosive. And it's awful and horrid. So he started coughing a bunch. Like at the same time he pooped. I don't know if he like pooped himself into a coughing fit, but it happened. So he's coughing a bunch, he's poopy. I'm like, okay, well, let's just go. So unfortunately we had to go. We didn't get to play there very long. So we head out. We head home. Addie told me she was going to be a couple of hours. I was like, okay, you know what? Let's just get him down for a nap. He's not feeling good, so we can probably take an early nap. I get him down, and I text Addie, just let me know when she's done, so we can come get her. And then I turn my notifications on, so I could hear her. But then I kept getting like emails and emails that kept waking up Toby. So then I put it to vibrate. I was like, oh, I'll feel it. I did not feel it, and Addie ended up reaching out someone in her ward, and she actually posted in her ward page that she was stuck at the Instacare, and she couldn't get a hold of me because I was sleeping with Toby. And I was like, wow, that makes me sound real good. I appreciate that. Anyway, it got taken care of. She got home. She felt tons better. I could actually see that she was more than a husk of a dying person. Went out and got her some chicken noodle soup from a local restaurant that she really likes, and she was able to actually eat it all, which was amazing to actually see her eat something. Then we took Toby to the carnival, just kind of walk around, look around, and then we went into the mall. They had some of those like mall kids rides that just cost like a couple quarters or $1, and he got to ride on some of those. And there was this other little kid that kept like forcing himself onto the ones Toby was riding. And if you've seen those, they really only fit like one kid or two really tiny kids. Toby's one tiny kid. The other kid was kind of a big kid. And we kind of looked to his dad like, "Look, you're gonna stop your child." He's like, "Oh, just make sure it's okay." And then Addie was like, "Oh, yeah, I guess." And the kid hijacked all of Toby's rides. So I was like, okay, well that's cool, I guess. Whatever. So our mall also has a little arcade area. So we took him over to the arcade. We just kind of walked around. He loves just sitting in the chairs of like the arcade shooters, like the Jurassic Park shooter. And he likes just sitting there and pretending that he's playing. So we're sitting there, and he's being all cute, and I start going pew 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 pew, and he starts going poo 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 poo. It was pretty cute. It had to be there, but it was pretty darn cute. We head to Walmart after to get more groceries, because we frequent Walmart way more than we should. Oh man, it's like we're druggies for Walmart. It's bad. They've got us. But Addie's starting to lose steam, so I get us heading back home. Addie kind of just goes out. I'm keeping an eye on Toby. Finally, I give him a bath, get him down. He's finally asleep. We had a good week. We had some chicken and tater tots for dinner, which he really enjoyed. It's one of the few things we can actually really get him to eat. So we actually got a lot of that with our groceries. Because like, there's something easy I can make, something he's gonna eat, something I'll eat. Addie usually doesn't eat what we eat anyways. And don't get me wrong, I've tried like hey, what do you think you'll eat? What sounds good to you? It's just usually she doesn't know till that time, so it's hard to really plan it. So she's like, you know what, just bake him for you and him. I'll figure something out when it comes. So that's kind of the route that we are now on. So get him to sleep, and then one of my good buddies that I actually have streamed with a couple times, he's been with my YouTube and Twitch stuff since the beginning, was actually online, and I was going to hop on and play with him. None of my games were downloaded. So I was like, oh, I'll get him downloaded and play with him. It was taking forever, and he's in Florida. I didn't want him staying up. It was already like 11 by the time it was almost done. I was like, it's 1 o'clock there. I'm not going to make him stay up and play. So I told him he could just head to sleep, and I'd catch him another time. He was kind of bummed out. I was bummed out. Whatever. Now it's this morning. Addie doesn't feel good again. Toby's got his cough again. I've got to get to church. I forgot my pills. I was a little on edge. So I actually, after church, I go to pick up some more chicken noodle soup for Addie. And my phone was on Do Not Disturb, so I didn't know she had already called in an order. So I ordered her two, so she'd have one tomorrow while I was at work. And I get there, and the order that she had called in, they had put my name as Carter. And then I had also ordered 2. So then I was waiting on 3 of them. And it was the busiest I've ever seen the restaurant. And it takes me like an hour to actually get the food. But I finally get the food. Addie's texted me a couple times. She's like, oh, I don't feel good. I really need you back here, like, as soon as you can with that food. And I'm like, there's nothing I can do. I'm waiting for them. I'm just the middleman. We get the food, come home, she eats it, she gets feeling better. We started watching Pokemon Journeys on Netflix, and we are all loving it. We're in a bit Pokemon mood. Addie and I started playing some Pokemon games on our Switch. And we got Toby down. Addie didn't really eat dinner. Well, she did a little bit. I made Addie's favorite milks. I know she's had kind of a crappy week. I made her some homemade cordon bleus, which are a lot less fancy than you may think. Ours are just like a chicken patty with a slice of ham and a slice of Swiss cheese on top. And Addie likes to make this, I hesitate to call it a sauce, but when I worked at a deli, we called it Maturd. It's just mayonnaise and mustard mixed together. And Addie doesn't like mayonnaise or mustard at all, in general. But she will down this sauce. So we made it with that sauce. I made some homemade fries. And we had a good dinner. It was good. We had a hard time getting Toby to eat because he didn't take a nap today. And we could not get him down for a nap. And by the time he started getting tired, it was like 5 o'clock. We're like, yeah, no, you get to just stay up for an hour. And then you'll go down at 6. So we get him down. Heidi and I play our game for a little bit, and we were like, oh, we still need to record. And here we are. That was our week from hell. I would never want anyone to ever have a week like this. It has just been one thing after another, after another, after another, and it just keeps coming. It just keeps going. We actually went and we bought Addie her own little handheld Switch that she could play with Toby. Because we kind of got to the point where, like, every time we actually save money or are actually semi-caught up on our credit card, gas goes up, food goes up, rent goes up, everything else goes up. Except my wage. So we just can't get ahead. And at this point, we've kind of given up. We're like, you know what? We're going to be behind. We're going to be in debt regardless. Might as well have fun. Which is an awful look at finance in life. And don't do that, people. That is a really bad thing. But I do it. And, yeah, it's going to come back and bite me in the butt one day. But today's not that day. And sometimes you just need to go spend money after a really awful week. Addie's still kind of getting Toby to bed. I know she wanted to be here for this, but she was actually going to head to bed. And when I like, okay, we really need to record, she doesn't feel good. She's had this awful headache the last couple days. It's due to dehydration. It went away a little bit when she got her fluids. I'm trying to get her electrolytes up, but it's not going great. We're hoping that her sleeping will do better. So I'm going to do the send-off. She'll probably be like, oh, why didn't you wait for me? It's because I want her to go to sleep. I want her to feel better. So, thank you guys all so much for hanging out with us. We apologize for the not super dependable schedule. We are working on it. We are really trying to get the episodes out on time, at least once a week. We really, really want to get ahead of the ball and not be doing it the night before. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We're only 12 weeks in. We got a long way to go. So, we love you all. And we hope you all have a good rest of your week. And hopefully have a better week than we did. Have a good week. I hope you have a good week. Don't do what we did. Always wear sunscreen. Maybe just never go outside. The sun is evil. It only wants to kill you. But goodbye, everybody.